is usually ngilibalile ama-poem lama-poem amathathu azandulile umsebenzi wami. Eyokuqala is dedicated to the Mkushi victims. No revolution is complete without you. You joined your male counterparts in the trenches, Makawelas. No wedding anniversaries for you. No graduation ceremonies for you, but the pass-out parade. No high-heel shoes for you, but military boots. No fancy makeup for you. No painted lips for you. No miniskirt for you, but the fapla camouflage. Makawelas. There was no maternity dress for you. No engagement ring for you. You engaged the revolution. The finger that was to wear the wedding ring learned to pull the AK trigger. Those hands never cracked the baby, but a bazooka. No babies sucked from your nipples. Makawelas. Your blood watered the tree of revolution. Sidethulela isigqoko. Inkundla yami yesibili, nxa use-Heroes Acre, there is a tomb to the known soldier. Yilo lelo qhawe engifuna ukukhuluma ngalo namuhla. Iqhawe elingaziwa. He lies buried somewhere in Urungu. He lies buried somewhere in Cholocho. His grave unmarked, unknown, unmourned. Qhawe elingaziwa. He died leading a reconnaissance unit and triggered an anti-personnel mine. Qhawe elingaziwa. No tombstone for your grave. No 21 gun salute for you. No widow's benefits for your wife and family. Qhawe elingaziwa. In 1980, his mother and sisters moved from assembly point to assembly point. No, he's at Slaratan. No, he's at Romeo. Perhaps he is in Angola. There's a unit that is still finishing training there. Perhaps he's doing specialized training abroad. Still, they did not find him. Qhawe elingaziwa. But we know him. He is that comrade whose voice was very distinct as we did Toi Toi. That comrade who was always leading from the front. That comrade whose last words were, "Tell my family of how I died. That for the revolution I gave my life. For their tomorrow I gave my today. Libatshele iZimbabwe izakhululeka." And then, because it is Workers' Day today, this is my last poem. These are the hands that build the Houses of Parliament in which they pass vile legislation about us. These are the hands that build the tarmac roads along which our children beg. These are the hands that build the prisons into which they throw us when we breach their vile laws. These are the hands that pick the lettuce which make their crisp salads. These are the hands that build their hotels in which they take our sisters for sex. These are the hands that build their schools to which our children are denied access. These are the hands that build their bins in which our children forage for food. These are the hands that build their bridges under which our children sleep. These are the hands that make their Mercedes-Benzes that drive in the roads that our hands build. These are the hands that make their woolen suits whilst we go in threadbare clothing. But these are the hands that made the AK-47 that liberated us. These are the hands that shall smash the chains that shackle us. Workers of the world, unite. We have nothing to lose but your chains. I will now go on to my lecture for today. JZ was born, as we have been told, in 1927 in Kesi. His entry into politics was from trade unionism. He was ZAPU's Treasurer General and later graduated to become ZAPU's second vice president, tasked with Chikerema and others to lead the struggle from Zambia. Ibizo lithi Ziyapapa, according to what Saul Kakuba tells me, was a name he acquired at Mzimani lapho afunda khona, first primary school. Wakuthiwa uziyaphapha nje, kuthiwa wayegijima kakhulu, 100 meters, 200 meters. Xa esegijima ngani uyaphapha, kwase kuthiwa uziyaphapha. His other name was called Makokoba because of the suburb that he came from, So his nickname was Makokoba. That suburb produced other outstanding cadres like Benjamin Bros. For me, it is most auspicious that today, on Workers' Day, we have Ziapapa lecture, himself a builder and a trade unionist and a worker. He was always worried about the petty bourgeoisie hijacking the revolution, as I shall show you later. The theme of my talk is J.Z. Moyo, political and military strategist par excellence. Let me start by making 3 anecdotes. You are all familiar with the fact that it was J.Z. who was tasked with Nkomo to go and bring Mugabe from Ghana to come and join the struggle. It was J.Z. Moyo who was Mugabe's best man on his wedding too. But 2 things I'm sure you don't know. It is J.Z. Moyo was also a member of the Rhodesia Communist Party before it was banned. It was a small part, but it was there. I learned from my cousin, who advocate Kenneth Spania, that it was from him that he learned this slogan, internationalism, and the response is proletariat. JZ had been schooled, I'm told, in the Communist Party of Rhodesia. It was small, it was white, it was then banned. But there's also something else that I learned from some comrades who were with him in Zambia. Some comrades, babamba umvundla. Sebengakawudla uJZ wathi hayi, umvundla lo udla ubambe on party property. So umvundla ngweZAPU. ZAPU cadres will share it. And they did. Okay. So I will talk about JZ, the man. JZ, the politician. JZ, the strategist. In 1967, when there was planning of the Wankie Spolilo campaign by ZAPU and the ANC, this I got from Abraham Kiwane, who was in charge of training at the time. He says, during the discussion, that campaign, Chikere made this suggestion. What Panina Bafana Lapaba 15 Amaeke, Beye Plummed High School, Bedula Makawonke and Abantuan School Lapa, about 2030, it will make the world sit up. I'm South African whites Arabantu and Abafunda Lapa, Lavanya, the world will pay attention to our strike. It was JZ who objected, what with all due respect, Comrade President, who are not terrorists, who are freedom fighters. And that is a take that permeated this Zipra philosophy throughout, and to the respect of the Soviet Union, so that the Soviet Union was able to give us the arms that were required because they understood us to be what we are, a liberation movement, freedom fighters, not terrorists. That distinguished us from our comrades in the PLO and others who were regarded and behaved as terrorists. So, but I wanted to go further from there. After the crisis of 1971, the crisis in the Chikerema split, there was the crisis that ZAPU underwent, including the internal one of the March 11 movement. ZAPU sat down to review the events of 1967, 1960, 1968 of the campaigns that had taken place. It was a consultative conference called the Conference of Militants, from which emerged ZAPU's military wing, this time not called the Department of Special Affairs that it was before. It then became ZIPRA, Zimbabwe People's Revolutionary Army, without an I, please. ZPRA, spell it properly. Its commander then became Nikita Mangena from there, after that conference. One characteristic about JZ was that he was a leader who consulted. This is why he convened that conference, the first conference of militants, from which ZIPRA was born. It was a conference attended by delegates from both ZAP and ZIPRA, and then they came up with that strategy. So we shall then come to the second part of it. Before that, I must also mention something important, that crisis cost us. It cost us a relationship with Frelimo and the entire Eastern Front, because if ZIPRA was coming from the Mozambican side, where we developed a relationship with Frelimo at Tete province, and coming from this side, ZANU would be like the PAC, forgotten, dead as a dodo. But it didn't happen that way. That cost us. And Usamura Machel says in his book, in his autobiography, our natural allies are ZAPU. We first approached ZAPU so that we built a joint front, but ZAPU was undergoing a crisis and could not take advantage of that. So he says, we then approached Frelimo ZANU, but we told them that our comrades are ZAPU, not you. But because we are Zimbabweans fighting for independence, we shall have an alliance with you. We lost that. It was a strategic defeat, but one which also JZ understood. Shortly after the failure of the Geneva talks, the second conference of militants was convened. Under discussion was a document authored by JZ called Our Path to Liberation. According to Jeremy Brickhill, Our Path to Liberation was a seminal document on the evolution of ZIPRA military strategy, and in my mind remains today one of the most significant evocations and assessments of the liberation strategy. End of quote. In the document, JZ warned that negotiations were, according to him, aimed at installing an interim African caretaker for imperialist interests. According to him, that was what was going to be the result. In an effort to prevent genuine independence and transfer of power to the people. The caretakers, according to JZ, according to this document, would come, according to JZ, from the petty bourgeois class. He himself, you remember, was a worker and understood the contradictions among classes. And he also understood what the taking over of a revolution by the petty bourgeoisie implied. And we saw that when finally, in 1978, Bishop Nzoro and others reached an accommodation with Ian Smith under the so-called March 3 agreement. But you remember, we also responded to it in 1970. You will also recall that after this conference, the failure of the Geneva talks emerged this song, Geneva. It emanated from this famous document, Our Path to Liberation. Its discussion according to JZ, the party strategy should therefore be geared towards defeating attempts to prevent genuine attempts. And his solution was stated simply as follows, quote, the only way to ensure the independence of our country is to conquer state power. The deliberations saw the party arriving at the conclusion that guerrilla warfare on its own could not achieve that objective. Emanating from that discussion, therefore, the ZIPRA command decided to divert some recruits towards conventional military training courses that then enabled ZIPRA to acquire heavier weapons and conventional trained soldiers by early 1978. ZIPRA was not only able to occupy more territory, but to attack larger enemy formations in strategic locations. Our Path to Liberation, the document was called that, drew lessons from other third world liberation struggles. From Vietnam, JZ get learned from General Giapi about the concept of a people's war. From Angola, the experiences that MPLA had undergone in their struggle to attain independence. So it became clear to him that the only way to do so won't be through negotiations. It should be a military defeat that ensures that imperialism retreats. It was also based on a Leninist understanding that the state, he talks about state capture, state power, capturing state power. It was also based on a Leninist understanding that the state is not just a geographical territory from the Zambezi to the Limpopo, but that a state is a class instrument of suppression of other classes by the ruling class. The state uses two arms, the coercive arm, that is the police, the army, the prisons, and it also has the persuasive arm, education, the judiciary, the legislature. Ziapapa therefore understood that ZAPU needed to capture these arms of the state as part of people's power for genuine independence. You must then understand why he was killed. The enemy knew and understood that JZ knew what state power entailed, what the entire military defeat would mean for the state. So, they intercepted the parcel from his girlfriend in Botswana, working in the cahoots with post office personnel in both Botswana and Zambia, removed the parcel and planted a bomb inside. Jack Ngwenya, who collected the parcel, knew the writing of the girlfriend and did not scan the parcel, as was the norm. In fact, to abantu collect the parcel, abahamba besa collect mail. The postmaster said, Ngwenya abezozithathela the parcel in Nongwani. When Ngwenya got there, he saw the parcel in a handwriting, a girlfriend, which he knew. And so he didn't bother, which was also a security lapse on his part. He didn't bother to scan that. So, these were his last words. Umuntu uyakufa khonapho. And as he opened it, it blew. Ababe phakathi lapha Dumiso Dabeng, I think, wachala phezandleni. John Komo lost his hearing. I think. Jane Ngwenya got hit. Who is the other one? Abamkhupha ngewind. And one thing that I learned during the research also was the composition of the people working at Zimbabwe House. And I think I say this with confidence. I don't think ZANU had that kind of composition. These were people drawn from the Zambezi to the Limpopo. There were some Tonga-speaking guys, there were some Kalangas, there were some Shonas, there were all sorts of people there representing the composition of Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe House. That's the nature of the struggle that ZAPU pursued. And I can say with confidence, ZANU never had that kind of composition. You know, if you look at its high command, I forgot to mention, the first conference of militants then produced what then JZ called the Revolutionary War Council, what ZANU would call Darere Chimreng. It was that council who tasked with prosecuting the struggle to its end. So, after the failure of the Geneva Conference, we see him then crafting this document that led to ZAPU adopting the 0-hour strategy after the formation of the conventional army. Other outstanding African revolutionaries also died the same way. Eduardo Mandlane, first president of Frelimo, Ruth First of the ANC, Dr. Amilcar Cabral of the PAGC of Guinea-Bissau, also assassinated in the similar way that JZ was assassinated. Imperialism had mastered its tactics. They knew that by eliminating First, they had captured Ethan, who was head of intelligence, and therefore, who was therefore the eyes and the ears of the revolution. And now, by eliminating JZ, they thought they were eliminating the head of the revolution. And indeed, is this commander-in-chief and the think tank, he was. So, their next target was to eliminate Alfred Nikita Mangena, who was the military head then. The imperialism was sure that the revolution would be dead that way. The zero-hour strategy as a concept to capture state power emanated from debate around our path to liberation that JZ had authored soon after Geneva. Today, we must reflect on Nkomo's mortal words at JZ's funeral. This is what Nkomo said on that day. Moyo is dead, but he lives. His goals and ideas shall live long after his death. We are here because his goals and ideas live in us. And today, his ideas and goals live in you. They live in us. That's why we're here. Now, let me talk about JZ, the politician. The political strategist. At internal part level, he believed in unity, but principled unity. He had serious differences with Chikerema, first in 1967, over the deployment of the joint ANC-ZAPU unit. Chikerema brought a British television team to film the crossing of Ketas versus Zangapa front. So JZ took exception to that. It's not proper. It's a serious breach of security to film Ketas being deployed to the front. Already Ngamakwa knew they were coming. He believed in unity, but in principled unity, which is why, under his leadership, the party purified itself of such extremists like those comrades in March 11 and later of Chikerema and company. But ZAPU is like a phone expert. Each time it undergoes a crisis, it emerges stronger than before. And this is what happened. When Smith banned us in 1964, we emerged stronger, working underground, stronger than before. Ketas being deployed from Zambia found intact ZAPU structures still operating underground. Under Alexander, which had to build the structures by force, violence, and intimidation, because there are no structures countrywide. We had all the structures all over the country. So, but later, JZ was still ready to accommodate those comrades who had deserted the struggle, like Ochinga, Omtinire, and others. When they came back, he still welcomed them because he believed in unity as a principle. I'm talking of JZ as a party leader internally. But as a national leader, he also believed in national unity, which is why he accepted the idea during the tent of the formation of ZIPA, a project that was ill-fated, that it didn't work. The attempt by the frontline states to form what was called the Zimbabwe Liberation Committee. Jack Ngwenya used to tell me Neto would often laugh at the method. He was referring to Wapel Mzoreo, who were part of this committee, Zimbabwe Liberation Committee. Neto, I'm told, would say to Ziapa JZ, tell me, why il So the formation of the Patriotic Front, still he was interested in building national unity. I'm told at one stage, Zanda was starving in Mozambique. He diverted resources from ZAPU. In Mozambique, they won't acknowledge that now. But there came Swangalagush. They got food from ZAPU through the cases of JZ. Now, at regional level, he was part of the glue that built the cooperation between the Soviet-backed authentic liberation movements of ZAPU, the ANC, FRELIMO, MPLA, SWAPO, PAGC. He cemented relationships between the ANC, ZAPU, MK, and ZIPRA, a relationship that saw MK cadres being escorted by ZIPRA cadres up to the Limpopo to fight their battles there. Unfortunately, that relationship has often been misunderstood by ZANU and ZANU academics, but Batalebe City we brought in the South Africans. But the South Africans were already there. All we did so that the contradictions could be wider. So already we knew that Salisbury, Lisbon, and Pretoria were in cooperation. So it was only natural that we also built a similar alliance to counter that. Of course, the South Africans were here right up to 1980 because of that. So such was the relationship. Abraham Kiwane was in charge of training, was telling me that before we got arms directly from the USSR, at the invitation of Agostino Neto, Mkiwane accompanied JZ to Jerusalem, where there was a ship docked from the Soviet Union full of arms for MPLA. Uneto wathi ngenani khona police gate impopeli ifunayo. Bangena ke and they picked the weapons that they needed. That was before we had direct access to the USSR to get arms direct coming to us. So that was the kind of relationship that JZ had built at regional level among the allies. It was also under his watch that ZAPU developed its ideological concept of Marxism-Leninism and scientific socialism in 1974. Thus, Professor Malandu became the party secretary for political education and developed the syllabus of Marxism-Leninism, which was then officially taught in all ZAPU camps. At international level, he cultivated and developed links with the communist parties all over the world. Links with Vietnam, with Cuba, with the Soviet Union, with China, with North Korea. Links with such non-aligned countries and third world countries like Iraq, China. In fact, yesterday I was on Facebook looking at his picture, Elo Nyandoro, wearing the traditional ZAPU fair hats in, what is it called? Beijing in 1962, to develop relationships that would lead to the sending of cadres for training there. He also developed links with trade unions, churches, and progressive movements in the West and in non-aligned countries. Let me end with another Nkomo quote at the JZ funeral. This is what Nkomo said. The work that JZ has built must live, and live it must. You are witnesses of that work. You must make it succeed. Shall we create a monument in memory of JZ? A monument of concrete or other structure? No. He would have been against that. There is one monument you must build, you must create in the name of JZ. And that monument is the unit of the people of Zimbabwe. The unit of the people of Zimbabwe in their struggle against imperialism. End of quote. That, ladies and gentlemen, comrades and friends, is the task bequeathed to us by Nkomo. We must also remember his other quote, Moyo is dead, but he lives. His goals and ideas shall live long after his death. We are here because his goals and ideas live. They live in us. They live in you and I. Thank you.
And the structure was as follows. Chitepo became the chairperson, deputized by JZ Moyo. Military-wise, Nikita Mangena became the commander, deputized by Tonga. That was the structure. So, benza lo umsebenzi and waphumelela and iflorisi yagcina ingasasebenzi. Now, then the other issue from the strategies that ekhuluma ngayo, iZIPRA or iZAPU esele namasosha amalutshwana, how did ZAPU manage those crises? Which is what they did to Wakulama Land Rover, or Land Rover 1 Leroy. So wakuthatha amasosha ayekazungula kuyenzwa ifaka ama-land mine edlule kwe-follows. The same people bethwale ngama-Land Rover ebusuku befika tomorrow bofeyira ekanyimba bechaphe ngale befaka ama-land mine. So into enzakala ama-operations lana wawungathi kuthiwa kulabantu abaningi. Yiwo ama-operations abantu abangu-29 abavalisa ibhoda yeZambia le-Rhodesia at that particular time. I think that is very important to at least this is Jason Ziapapa Moyo. We are was amasosha amalutshwana. But now what is important ukuthi ama resources ngenelang, but he employed his resources judiciously. So bakithi ukulengisa that nxa sesixoxisana lapha sokule mbuzo siyakhumbula ukuthi today i-workers day where sinakhohlwa izisebenzi, because the challenge which is there is the challenge yama-relations between labor and capital. As you mentioned, ukuthi class struggle isithwalise kanzima. I've heard abantu besithi kulama-party ama-workers in Zimbabwe. I don't think it's true. What I know, kulama-party amelele ma-hygienic factors, like isalary ukuthi ikhwele, ukuthi kube lama medical aid. That's not what the workers want. The workers want to change the relationship between labor and capital, means of production, how they are supposed to be. Now the open, if flow is open for engagement. Thank you.
Ngibengilalela lapha likhuluma lapha maZIPRA. Ukhanya ngani we've got a very rich history. But history phela ayibhalibhali, which is very unfortunate ngoba that's why uthola ukuthi abantwana ezikolo lapho uthola sebefunda okunye okungaveli kini. Mina I've got a strong feeling that you need to write your history so that in the future abantu they need to read and understand what exactly transpired in this country, because the history is dead as far as I'm concerned. In that area you are very weak. You need to write ngoba kula muntu ozalibhalela history, and abaningi benxa ngithi ngiyakhangela lapha mbona ngawe all grey umalumami lapha. But you have got a lot of rich history which I believe akufanelanga ilahleke. Uhleli nalizibhalele andile yabona yamandebele yalahleka leyenu izahamba ihambe ilahleka. Ayamandebele ke yayixoxwa yayingabhalwa, so eyenu besicela ukuthi lisibhalele.
That Zanu is formed history. Eqaliswe ngama-teachers for ED. Basebesi-invite phakathi. uKenneth Keta is in the group. Dr. Hadebe is in the group. I'm in the group. Umsindo lapha? Yes. Usiziba is in the group. He's also in the group. Lo msindo omkhulu jikelwa ninyo iphila. Namhlanje ntambama la mizajikile enye enkulu iphila. So yes, we are writing the history bayifuna sasa. But it will change their concept of Ichitepwa ideological school. We need our own JZ ideological school. On a different note, I can tell you that many ZIPRA cadres are writing their own stories, which also therefore captures the history of the struggle. Ubaba Fidelis Ncube, who he has written one. Freedom is not donated. That's Fidelis Ncube. Themba Makanjana, who operated Urongwe, writes also his own history. He is a cater trained in Angola. in it with Tamakio, ngoba he was the youngest. Babe sifuna ukijana lona samfaka esakeni. He has written the book. It's called Zipra in the Northern Front, The Smile of Death, Skalubon. He has written a book, that's the book. And then the book was written by Ivan Sponer. Sponer was the commander of Southern Front. His book is also out. There is also a book by Vincent Hilary Ngwenya, he's also written one. Vincent Ngwenya, Itiona, disciplined but not docile. And then Andrew Ndlovu has written about 2, I think. Yeah, 2. Apum. Oromanyat is also compiled his own. Uchenga is also, well, yes, he was a renegade though.
Just to add to what Chief is trying to say, we are wabalisa sibila amabhuku, but most of these books are accesswa ngabantu who are abathanda ukubala. Sikudingakala lawa mabhuku avingene ku-syllabus yezikolo ukwenzela laba abantwana abakhulayo, because lawa siwadinga kuma-libraries kunje amabhuku kahadebe ngiyawabala ngenxa yokuthi mina ngithanda ukubala. Ayisuye wonke umuntu onjengathi esithanda ukubala, but I think akucholoyo uchief ukuthi i-history ye-Zipra should be written ibe ku-syllabus sezikolo.
That's a tall order. Ngizawutshela what is happening. Khona phana ugroup yangikhona esikiyo. We've challenged them about it. Bathi amabhuku kufanele approve yibo. They are the gatekeepers. They decide what should be taught. La nxa ekhona amabhuku. One of the things esihlala sibabuza zona nxa sikhuluma nge-distortion ukuthi lina you confiscated our archives. So what release ama-archives said there is a contestation about ukuthi mbani wacha isiphalama futhi eSalisbury. They claim now who did that. So tell us we did it. Is it right releasing the whole archives because they contain the information about the struggle as it was unfolding. They've refused to release that. They refuse to get your books approved or utengene ku system. Singa iko sesibhalela separately because kabafuni. And right now mina who is Meten, we are writing a book on the songs of the liberation. Isesikolo mina sasilebhuku esasilifunda lapha ngo-1983. It was my set book for my degree studies. It was songs that won the liberation struggle by Pongwe. Pongwe libhala ingoma zonke ngezabopasi. There is nothing about us. They are not songs to that. So the book that we're compiling is a rebuttal of that. We are saying there is more than ZANU that won the struggle. So we're compiling our own book. It should be out very soon about those songs from 1894 up to 1980. Ngikhuluma ngengoma eyokuqala isiqala ngayo ileyanethi dala ngomngane wawubusa imambo lomzilikazi sawela uChangani. The struggle starts from there. So yes, the book is going to come out back.
Bayithatha i-document lena injalo bengahlangabezifana babe le concept of operations ele two phases njengezi. Then you wonder ukuthi kanti beyokhuluma ngento ngoba ngaba ukhangele amagesi to black out iSalisbury at that time, and then kuhle kube le problem le bayithatha i-concept lena injengaleyo into okuliwa ngayo khathesi. But surprisingly it is after 40 years when they talk about it. Ngoba lwana kuthiwa bayinga into lana ingeyabo yayizabe i-national anthem from day 1 ngo-1980 daily. But uyehlala 40 years ukususithi into ngeyabo into baba mathema esilayo sile problem enkulu lokuthi ama-books abuya ngena phakathi lapho nathi.
Mina engisukumela khathesi ngithabile ngibona amankazana amaningi abantwana abancane. Ngiyabonga futhi ngiyathaba kakhulu lamajaha. Kodwa into enye engihlukuluza kakhulu ukuthi omama laba nalikhulumi ngabo. Lokho engiqaliselana uBhetshu. Angizake ngibizwe likhuluma ngabo lesabi. Babe ngabe zabe kuphela. Babe ngabakho ngithe. Mina ngangingekho ngihamba ngimpilo. othenjwaza ke likhulume ngabo ke lithi namhlanje sikhuluma asike siyokhuluma ngendaba kaMama uLesaba ongwenya bona lawa noJane osandi alizake vele likhulume ngabo manje amankazana lawa lizawufaka njani umvutho ukuthi babe ngoba kusamele babe vele acaze lithathe mahara nje ngokukhuluma nokuhlala kusamele amankazana ndandigqoke eganeni
The political ideas and values JZN were noble and ideal to this country's self-liberation, and hence students of political history really need to amplify the political history of our heroes. And our cultural heritage needs to be amplified as Matebelele, the way the Harare guys are doing it in uplifting their own. So we need to make sure that our history as Matebelele is amplified.
The honors is only organization yen ukuthi iqhubeke ngenhlelo lezi zokuconcentrate abantu abasha ines to follow suit on ama heroes ethu, because you would see which as Zimbabwe most of history is buried and still not delivered. Namabomo belikhala city with the system elivalelayo. So another thing, we have to be smart about how we go about this. In order to get rid of the system, you have to be in the system. Ukakisa ukhulume wathi kumele siphushe ukuthi ngene kuphi ku curriculum. Umoyo uthi bayalwa egruphini. So the smart way is to ukuthi lingumhlanganiso le liqhubeke libe lama engagements la lipartner lesikolo lipartner nomphakathi ngifundisa ngibona indlela engani lingaba visible ngayo
lingamangathi silokhu sigcila kiyo indaba yokubhala amabhuku. Mina nxa ngikhangele ngibona ngani there is quite some improvement from where we were, from where we are coming from. Mhlawumbe sibe singakukhuthaza kathesi ukuthi sibhale more agcwale ku market. Kodwa ke point kababa ngizwile ukuyi-access ibhuku lelana is not as easy as we might think. Ngoba amabhuku ayimali and things like that. Besides abantu bana babhala amabhuku ubunengi bawo ngacheka bonke sibona bonke uNcube Fidelis babhala be-outside the country apublishwa khonale uzabona kuphela outside cover la ukuzwile access sokumele ukuthi uhambe through other means abantu abaningi abangalendlela yabo. So amabhuku abo athi singaze ubhoda ama-shelves okelayo, you can't get them. So yiluhlupho esilalo i-history ethu, kodwa ke indaba yokuthi amabhuku lawa angene ku-syllabus leyo siyayazi sonke, it's a tall order. As long as you are not in the system, you are not leading the system, kunzima kwesinye isikhathi ukuthi breakthrough. But let the struggle on that aspect ibe khona njengoba ubaba uchief esitsho lapha. Kukhona engizama ukuthi ngikulethe lapha. Okunye kwahlupha kakhulu baba Nketha lina ama senior veterans ayizipra. Mhlawumbe it was fear from the lapha sivela khona. Belingeko approachable. You in belingeko lula ukuthi li share history le. Mina as a young person, I think I started long back to try research. I wouldn't break through easily. Abadala bana banoswazile besasekhona ngababala omasala ngabantu ngaba-approachayo. I can mention more than 10. It wasn't easy until lapha engaze ngayenza i-breakthrough khona kulapha engasimaglwa somebody into the Mafela Trust. Wangikhona i-Mafela Trust iqala ukuba le-trust kimi. Wangikhona ngiqalisa ukuba lama inroads. Kathesi nginje I can argue to say I've got some treasure of information. But indlela engadlula kiyo kayisi babesala bethi bona no thina safunga njengozabo. Ngikhuluma amazwi engathatha kubo Velaphi ngaleso sikhathi. Labo safunga njengezabo ukuthi i-history ethu kayisishare lo muntu. Siyayideposa kuma-Mafela Trust. Whoever wants that history zayithola kuma-Mafela Trust. Ubususiya kuma-Mafela Trust yona ngokwayo. iMafela Trust yayistore nje history zabo ingele lapha edlulisela khona namhlanje with all that treasure iMafela Trust ungayidinga iMafela Trust leyo anguyithola that history is gone mhlambe yahajekwa ngumuntu or whoever but all the Zipra history building it up after Lena Chochoyezano is gone iMafela Trust so kathesi we are trying to build up from anew so ke ngizama ukuthi ngithi mina sibona ukuthi yithesa sokusiba le gap information gap as a result of that kodwa ke ngicabanga ukuthi yindaba elungisekayo asibhale nini libe approachable lingathi liyazibhalela lina njengoba ubaba uchief lapha esitsho bangaki ku-agent abangabhala ibhuku abangalibhalela amabhuku yabantwana bana lawo ngawo le story sakho invite these young ones baningi baza kukhiphela into enhle into engabalwa ngumhlaba thank you ngicela ukuphetha ngalokho i-challenge engayibonayo baba le is a different one kundaba yama-fuel tanks mina iyangikhathaza ngihlala ngi-aga indaba yama-fuel tanks we are losing that battle to ZANU-PF singabe silokhu si-agwa sithi ngethu yitho esakwenzayo engxenye ngenxa yokuthi sisasekhona le few years down the line we won't break through ngoba izani kweluke kuhle kwinto kwayo singaze sithini ngoba iletha abantu 2 3 4 people but yitho esakwenzayo thina ngapha sithi silokhu sibala uquatra umuntu wafa kudala asila even one ongavela athi mina ngangikhona I even tried it usibona but he is a lone figure in that argument but still he wasn't there so siyayiluza lana indawo asistadeni sibona ukuthi singabhifa njani ukuthi for the future generation indaba yama-fuel tanks siyiwine. Thank you very much.
When you're talking about Mafela Trust in Ubuntu, I started my journalism in Zambia. So that I was painful. When I came here wanting to advance my studies, I went to NAST. For my attachment, I went to Mafela Trust. You know, on your third year, that's when you go for attachment, and you have to produce an attachment report. It's massive. Do you know that I submitted my attachment report to my lecturer who was in charge of overseeing my project? Up to today, NAST has not given me my results, making it difficult for me to proceed to my fourth year. So it's a system that is there in Zimbabwe whereby even if you produce your documents, it's taken away from you. When I kept on asking for my results, no, the lecturer would tell me I have no right to give you your results. But it's there, it's living. I was attached at Mafela Trust. So it means the system, even if you had produced documents at Mafela Trust, they took them.
JZ, Tinabanya Savuga Mova. We knew very little about this man, but from what has been unpacked today, however, mfuna ukubatresa indaba esikhulunyiwe la ukuthi ihistory yethu kayicapture and ngicela ukuthi singesabi bantu bakithi abantu bezapho silabo la silabantu they might have gone abaningi kodwa abantu bezapho bakhona abale history. Let's go for those people. We have seen articles ezifakwa ku social media siyasibona ezinye ku online. Ipoint engiyakiyo ukuthi while we do ama physical copies siyawazi ama challenges ama embargoes lama approvals esahlangana la kodwa akusike sizamene ukuthi siwa produce siwafake online ama media spaces online ku internet because each generation le abantwana abancane we need to understand we have transitioned from ama physical copies abantwana abancane they spend all their life ku internet. Let's understand ukuthi i-digital technology le khona this everything must be put there. La mabhuku ethu asiwabhaleni abe khona pa sibe le challenge yani yokuwafaka ku school curriculum kodwa wona abe khona ku internet.
Okay, fine. Second one, third one.
Ngiyabonga mphathi wohlelo. Udaba lolu loma ex-combatants ngehistory yabo. Okunye lingene futhi la kuma abayenelisayo ngakwazi ukuthi kwesinye isikhathi kunzima. There's a lot kuma YouTube lapha. Ogagiso Stelo bani okuqondana and tuhamba njalo o-society uNdebele u-interviewa abantu abaningi kakhulu vela kade season ongoing thing kwaba lokuphuma le book i-compilation yalokho uSunday News sokule book la ngikhona kwancediswa kakhulu abanye abavela phetsheya bacompile i-history yami ikhona ku-book la ngikhona sengikhohle ukuthi kuthiwa yini lapho kodwa mina lo mna ngizalithatha kumuntu engamboleka lo
Last one.
Nkokeli, I want to take us back to uJZ. I understand abanye sibekhulumile ngehistory sihlala sikhuluma ngakho lo. So ngifuna sibuyele kuJZ. My leader, you'll realize that from where I stand, I would say uJZ played a pivotal role in building iZipra. Even isikhuluma ngehistory yeZanla and ZAPO. I think the same thing is happening with ZAPO, where we talk about other heroes. And we don't say much about the role yadlalwa uJZ, because from where I stand, I believe that he actually shaped the ideological theory, because without a revolutionary theory, there cannot be a revolution at all. He played a pivotal role when the nationalists were in prison. I would have wanted you to expand on that role. Unfortunately, when the nationalists were in prison when he took over. If you look at USIS 71, when you were having your issues with March 11, on the other side there are issues with Nari camp. Whereas on Nari, they also came from ZIPRA. And Orex Nongo, they came from ZIPRA. And they went that side, they were influencing his Ndezas Kampangali. And Labana Beseba Le Kukrahundi, how JZ handled March 11 was actually impressive compared to the counterparts on the other side who killed wonke umuntu wayengali. So I think it was a part I thought you would expand on it, and also I would love you to expand on his relationship with the Soviet Union. If you look at it in 73, 72, 73, he was invited to present a message, a solidarity message on behalf of all African liberation movements in USSR, Soviet Union. And at that event, he was given a standing ovation on representing all leadership from Africa. And I think, Sisiafia 77, I needed you, my leader, to at least draw the line. Tina, each generation here might have seen what happened to Chris Hani. Is it the same thing which happened with UJZ, knowing exactly that if you take away the intellectual head of the movement, I needed that comparison, or maybe on another day, but I would say this. I strongly believe that UJZ, from where I stand to be corrected, of course, but iZAPO yaba ilokho ikokona, iZipra yaba ilokho ikokona because of the leaders like UJZ and saying heroes. And it is embarrassing that we're sitting here today for the first time talking about JZ, who led the revolution when there's a commander, who led the revolution when people were actually, when the nationalists were in prison. That's why he even influenced iZAPO from being a mass movement which people talk about to a socialist movement. Coming up in Gomazen, the socialism and all that, it was because of JZ. And also I would have expected you to get to the clash between when the nationalists came out of prison and getting the revolution on the socialist side. How that balance between those who are in prison coming up to influence the revolution as leaders of the revolution, and JZ being the leader who was outside the prison and we had built this machine. I think we need more time to engage on that. Thank you, comrade.
When the nationalists are released from prison and they join the struggle, I think it was also a deliberate move by the British, which they released at that time. JZ is in exile. He has built a movement which has been exposed to Marxism, Leninism, and there's a broad international outlook and a broad understanding of the struggle. The understanding of the struggle is narrow. Abaningi bangikhona bakhuluma British Constitution, in fact, whom I was helping campaign in 1980, we always had very strong debate and contradictions. Is it high? Socialistic countries, the contradiction I'm talking about is umuntu nga shares lap even before you join the struggle, you are not exposed. When you get there, imfundiso itholayo inkulu yedlula usesela ekhaya. Manje these guys babevale. Amakhaya ba release deliberately, and then bese besithi, and I was surprised. John Komi yasuka la, in fact I was part of the group samphelezela isiyagati from machine isiya elusaka ukuthi uya ku struggle. How can your enemy allow you usuke la uthi uyajoin abanye ngale? Umgadi usuka la kuthiwa he walks across the border ezefika eMozambique. Amapolisa wonke aseZimbabwe lamasotsha bengambambi. Rhodesia ebengambambi. Hayi, kawuhambi njalo. Rhodesian intelligence was not like that. They could not have let that happen. Nxa babekwanisa ukuthi bekuthathe eBotswana bekukidnap. How could they allow these guys ukuthi uthwalo sesuka la? He's coming to join the struggle saga. In fact, Ulo was telling me when he met him what would join Elo Mzenda. Some comrades from ZANU had come to ask him to join Abon. So you have those kind of contradictions. JZ is in the middle of these things. He's trying to coordinate that. Ngapha kulama comrades ukuthiwa Zimbovane, Red, Communist. There comes these guys abavela nga. And he has to moderate all these contradictions. And yes, we are winning BP. Those are some of the contradictions that we had. But an important point that is also mentioned, when Zipraketas deserted and joined Zanda, they always assumed the upper hand in Navefia. The rebellion Ganari. Unari was an ex-Zip. Unari, yes. Nari, Nhari. When he deserted Efiangale, they make him commander and they send to the front. When Nari gets there, he discovers their problems, they need more weapons. I say we are ngapha bhekezo report ukuthi madoda ngala uhambi kufuna lokho. I-response kaTongogara and company is to kill all of them. So the important thing, and that's important, how did ZAPU handle its own rebels under leadership ka JZ? Kabakho ababulawayo. They were not killed in the manner that they did. Instead, bahamba bayenganda abanye. So you are talking here of a liberation movement, as I said, that is composed of freedom fighters, not terrorists. Sasingasiwo terrorists, we're freedom fighters. I say that with pride, that I saved a movement of freedom fighters from the age of 11. So we talking sense, izolo I got this communication with 10, uThemba uthi yena uza kwenza i-presentation kusasa 10 o'clock ebusuku that I was presenting today. And as a disciplined ZAPU-khetha, I took up the task before I was up compiling this paper because of the discipline that ZAPU instilled in us. You respond. In respond, you don't ask why. You ask how high I should jump, say. So, yes, we have that contradiction. JZ, in fact, among the liberation movements of Southern Africa, the most respected was us. EANC had the advantage of the presence of the Communist Party. So it's not surprising when JZ is in Moscow and is asked to speak on behalf of Southern Africa liberation movements. He is a gentleman who understood the nature of our struggle, not just against secular colonialism, but against worldwide imperialism in general. And his speech touched on that. And all communist parties that were there were moved and touched by his concept of the struggle and what the end result would be. That was a song, that was a response to our past collaboration. He understood the limitations of talks.
I just want to mention a point there. Obviously, abantu abana amabhantini ephumejele. Siyazwisana ukuthi
ungathengi ibhayibheli
amabhantini ephumejele. Asifica siphandle. Right? But it was not a matter of ukuthi baphumelana. There was something ababeyiphumela. Ngoba ungakhangela into ade ikhulunywa yedwa ikhuluma eCPS Communist Party of the Soviet Union. Invite boss umkandla ukuthi i-face ye-struggle seZimbabwe, especially kuzapho in the Soviet Union, together they came as a teacher. That team was formidable. Now, I want to get to one point very important thing as well. Kule nto le Mozambique i-front ye-Mozambique ukuzibe ibe njani awubaphonganga into ibhaliwe kuthiwa khona kwenziwa nguRexono. It is not true. Abantu ababekhona ngo-JZ odumiso labo uZanu wakulonowela umkono bekhuluma ngokuthi labana abantu labo ngabeZimbabwe, can they use that front? And it was the agreement eyenzakala ukuthi kuvulwe ifront ukuthi amazanda eqhatheke from Mozambique. If you still remember umgaba uthi ephuma lapha ngo-1970, umSamora wamhlalisa eKelman esilokusini. Because convinced ukuthi no umuntu lo ngabonyathengisa. So there are some of the issues ezikhona, but as we were saying ukuthi na ngubani obhala ihistory yona leyo. Sebele I know ukuthi indlela abakhuluma ngayo ihamba ungakanani. Right? What we should understand, once we are talking about the JZ, ngizacela umnye ubaba la athi mbijana ikona kakhulu athi mbijana angayithi kakhulu njani.
Now, the most important thing I wanted to say namuhla lapha ukuthi iZAPU is the only one of the authentic 6 engabusanga. Authentic 6. Why is the authentic 6? The authentic 6 ngoba amabhuna ayesesawabona yona awe South Africa abalapha beMozambique amabhuna ebusa iNamibia abesesaba iAngola. Now ngale eWest Africa omunye we-authentic 6 ongabusanga ngoMilka Cabral bamqhuma engakabusi kwangena unawa lo munye umzawa wakhe we-Cape Verde Islands Aristides Pereira. Now I mentioned this ngoba abantu bayabuza ukuthi kathi iZAPU yona nxa yayiyo ezwayo eSouthern Africa or in the whole of the liberation movements yindaba iyo engabusanga. And the answer for me ngiyazidingela la ngibona ngathi i-answer ukuthi iZAPU yaphangisa ukuzwa ukuthi ama-enemies ayo ngoba iZAPU, I didn't say JZ, I didn't say what, iZAPU unkomo waphuza even more ngoba wayelakesa house elokhu umuntu wabafundisi. I don't know how many of you mentioned ukuthi unkomo was a member moral rearmament movement. Ngabantu abaqalisa i-struggle kusukela khona wazangena i-struggle through the trade unions elabondaba. But ukuthi azaye egangeni yikuthi wabona ukuthi amabhunu alapha alukhuni lawe eSouth Africa alukhuni wayevela khona lakhona. Now having gone through this ababephethe ungathi mina sasilapha thina singabantwana abancane sathunywa thina abanye abantu elibadelelayo lapha they're very important njengo unayisona uKhuchekana Kuchekana ngikhohle isipho sakhe but umkala ndo bewenike undloba asekhohlwa zathi zacharge ezini uKhuchekana wayeqinile la thina sasilapha sibila abantu abasekhona kuzinga abanye abasekhona kuzinga bamazi uJosiah Nkomo uJosiah Nkomo ngitsho egona kuzinga babemazi nguye wayebatshela ngabantu abayanga abasephelandaba abasemagwegwe abasempandeni babatshela ngoJosiah Nkomo. Yikho saziwa ngabantu bekhona kuziwa singabotshwanga. Uthe ephuma uJosiah saya ku-NK ukuthi kathi NK wena uvela ufunani lapha ekhaya. Ufunani. U-NK wathi kithi ngifuna abantu abangaya betshela inkokhelo ukuthi umumo usutshintshile lapha. Empilo eceleni kwami lapha wayesebenzela lapha eBaba Fields. Abantu abangithwalise nzima ngabantu bezanu. Ikakhulu uDr. Usheyokunzi. Ule group yakhe ehamba imithisa amankazana esindebeleni empilo. Sakutshela lokhu sekutshela uNkomo. uNkomo waphapha azange umbone ukudala onje wayephuphuma so uLazarus Nkala umavava athi hayi mdala abafana bakutsheliwe asikho kwabo athi I'm not there with you ngibhalile lokho in my own Bible uthi umdala wathi I am not there with you etshelwa ukuthi abantu batheni abekhaya thina sithunywe sithini wathi I'm not there with you wawa njalo uNkomo right through ngaya khona lephetsheya ngiphethe noneliliso haya umazinyane kabuya ngoba abantu abanjengomazinyane I think babusa ngapha ababusi umazinyane sihamba sonke babe plane yabe mehamba 1769 yaza hamba ngo70 beginning of 1970 mina sithunywe ngodumiso ngathi ukuthi wena kuthiwa uthunywe ngoNkomo gada khona kuma umazinyane bathathu sirepresentative wezabo wamfaka eplane bambona senhlezi beyijump seat beyinjayile bambona sengikhona ngayafika khona oJayz babebuza uNkomo utheni athi uJayz usithume into ezimbi rather uNK usithume into ezimbi usithume okwakhe ukuthi yena uhlutshwa yizanu siwathwala senzima ngetribalism uNkomo ngafuni ukuzwa ngetribalism. I hope you gave credit for that. Kuthi uNkomo wala i-tribalism from the beginning because wawa sekuqinile. It cost us a lot but wala i-tribalism kuleli lizwe. Wathi yena akafuni ukuba ngusavimbi walapha kuleli lizwe. He refused that. Abafuna ukuba menza usavimbi bathi yo nguye ofuna ukuchitha ilizwe. Wathi sekhona bathi father of the nation. Ombona ngapuyise welizwe oba ngunumber 2 wazafe enguyise welizwe only this one out of the top 6 but ngakathatha phansi bafuna but I wanted to say esakubotshelwayo lephetshela I think nothing no Josiah Nkomo ngathi Josiah Nkomo ngoku after me sesivele kuthi thina wambulala egagawa bezami if those are bezami uJosiah Nkomo wabulawa emgagawa wabulawa izani la part of the why because he was standing up for leadership yezapho yonke elapha lesezambia but yena sesivele ejele abantu abanye umfana la unalo khona uzamfaza omunye umfana lapho kwathi ngajoin iFrolies ngangifuna ukubophisa amabhuku azabaphansi ngoba iFrolies yiyo esibophisayo oJayz besesaba ukuwotshwa ingazathi uJayz was a revolutionary esibophisayo uJayz wacatsha ngemva kwaJikelele bahlala phambili lapha wasibophisayo ngumntaka Macele uMacele weNtembele uAaron Milner nguye wasibopha wathi abakithi lapha eZambia just wait libona isizabenza esisho uSimon Kaphwebo la kanje uSimon Kaphwebo akubusana bamkhupha ayiminister of Home Affairs bamkhupha kwangena uMilner. So this is a complicated struggle. Ngakithi it was multi level. uNkomo was not a tribalist. Lawana wale abanye uJayz babesilwa i-tribalism. Kulo munye ongibhalele bambuza wathi kanti laba abathi bona uJikelele was a spent force ngoba ngathi nabangani bakhe abasibophisa sonke ngiyahlala phansi ifwa
right. There is a place in South Africa lapho kwahlangana khona uNkomo Khama Nelson Mandela eBlue Lagoon. Bahlangana bengu-3, and Nkomo is the only one who never became a president. The 6 liberation movements, it is only Zapo that never rules the country.
Yet.
Yes.
And Nkomo became a president who never ruled because he was so popular. So ama dynamics la wabuza ungakhangela uhambe ngawo lokhu uzidinga ukuthi lapha wahamba njani. But kwakusadliwa isilava emafront if you still remember. And this statement eka-JZ later, isosha wayevele liseduzane lenhliziyo yakhe. And he meant ukuthi yonke into eyenzakalayo it must get there. I was just unfortunate ukuthi I attended the last conference of militants in 1977 in August, uJZ sefile. uJZ ufe mhla 22 January, and that day sasivele Black Sea from our exercise to learn ukuthi uJZ is wrong. Wonke umuntu wayekhona uProfessor Malala, we sat outside, Spremi quiet. No first. No, number 13, I think, is very popular. Uthi manje naso nje azosowenza. If I'm correct, you will help me. If Geneva conference, if it was not JZ and Nikita Mangena, well, come 1976, they'll come. Ngoba iKissinger plan amagorilla sasibalutshwana. Wathi wakhona igorilla imoto ezingu-2 yomfazi leya. Indlu kusemayadini. So kufanele into zonke zihambe lapha siqhwa amasuthu. But uJZ wathi siyo independence esifuna wena. We want a proper independence that is going to transfer in Noto. Because we're talking about the accumulation and distribution of wealth. So this was the man. Not a moment without the movement. Why would we come to a Kahambesiana people if we shall we con in life? Was we interesting two in a revolution? Una umunte revolution imulia kishes, which means we are things. Now we effective revolution, your family will suffer. Also, Zutu who come by Mutezi nice to a Congo revolution. There's nothing like that. But this man, why woman? Whatever one of go in, you should be Utesa was even Zalaboma Zimbamuto. Later on, as Zimbabwe House, so we are against them, what in team. They had a solid team. But as usual, is unless it's humble. Why sit on Kumunto where is Zambia, Galandang Uzobumbi part, Uland Uzo. So everybody must train. West Sabeco trainer. So he became Umuntunga Tandwayo in my approach. Why was it one time there will be liberated zones? Who's a funny administration in those areas? And you need trained personnel to run those institutions. So I just wanted to clarify into what it is going to put. I was on the one time to as I indicated to you, Tina says trainer, such a bushung kakhulu. Such a very crisis amaning. But which is it was landed. You want to group level finally training getting ibon. And I still not Puma, Sapuma Nzima. If at one given time, which is at probably AK1, I want to know 500 Bechinjan to Ulumpu for one, as in Scalizina Bonagali. The training young will be very hard. La Papa was a Chaila corner, a Soctolagales in Scalabuni. So you would find Utina Laura Zang Utunga, Abulani. He had made it a point which is it was a humble. So I agree with you ukuthi na ungakhangela ezweni lethu ngiyabo George Nyando. In 1968 wakhani statement sika George Nyando ekhuluma. I think without fear or favor, asange sibe lapho now. Philo Secretary General wayevuthwe njengoGeorge Nyando mayifake lapha. Ngasikhala statement sakhona ukuthi umuntu wayefunde ngabo 1968 i-communism engakaso. But that was him. Ubonzo wayengubonzo at that time. So they were a totally different crop of politicians. Which is abathola futhi abanye angazi kulabo abancane. Hayi lezi ezinye lezi sokhanjiwa kula lutho. We must accept the law of diminishing returns. Ngoba ungathi ngafuna ukuvuma lokho then the world will no move forward.
Nancy. Not a day without the struggle, not an hour without the movement, and not a minute without the people. Over and over again.
Business as a young person, MP, trying to understand the space and time. Would you say this is a fire? About the I ask what I think I'm 10 years. We took into because I was in the struggle, I was in the war. Then in prison corner. To a Tom to I say maybe someone is a camis, maybe is a door. To me, I'm like, like sort of it's like leverage over us. Now we say cooking, I would be able to puma this cabin. So to me, I suppose the prisoner where was it there? Good disability as a young person, because in prison, any years, go great, go calm up on your bone. But the last time the most dangerous thing was a snake. Another, Giovanni quite cousin, just who is understand because we feel like it's like it is the writing. It's like in today, what you are able to prison and him. Tony, a party, at least time. But let's say I can get us, this as so that list cousin.
I
think there is something that you're missing. You are talking of a political detainee or in Escom by Abantu. Abantu okhuluma ngabo ngababebotshwe ngo-1964. Abanye wawuthiwa ngama-restrictees, abanye ngama-detainees. Ucomrade Tusiziba stranded both. He was a detainee and also a military cadre. And Konapo Mishlo. When ukhuluma ngabo were not outside. Babevayirwe la. Abahambe empini. Yeah, abahambe empini ba different. Ngo-1964 kwabhalwa izapho lezana kwabotshwa bonke labanye ekuqaliseni kwabanye bahlanganiswa basebesehlukaniswa ngamakhiwa barestrictwa ngazi ikhempu yangikhona ngikwazi kanjani but ingongisiza ukuexplain better ngoba uke wahlala khona naye engakayi empini futhi so bakhona abanye abadithenwayo basuka lapho futhi baphuma baye empini bakhona abanye abadithenwayo bangazayi empini so babasiza
ngiyabonga mnhlanga okwenzakalayo i-purpose yale detention yavela ngaphi i-restriction kwavelela ngaphi kwavelela kuma-activities ama-nationalists kwabonakala ukuthi sebefaka umoya elizweni lonke wonke umuntu sekungamadlodlongwana basebona ukuthi obangakwenza kuze kuncede kusize ukuthi kube le order kuyini babakhipha i-restriction mostly yayi-softer than i-detention i-restriction babekhutshwa baye endaweni isolated njengegona kuthingo duze le-national park igona rejowu ungavele usuke khona bawuhlala begadi ungasuka khonapho stray unguya ngaphi uzahlangana lohlangana lakho izilwane konke okwenzakalayo asoze ngikhulume kakhulu ngegokho ngoba ngiyabezana lezana ukufuna kwayo asikwazi ukuthi kwakuhamba njani so i-purpose yana leyana e-detention yayiku remove influence mina ngizakutshela yami i-detention yayibhaliwe ngamphuma e-discharge wathi asibone ngathi you can incite with the commission of acts kule danger ukuthi ungayenze njani uzavalelwa kuze ufike lesi sikhathi aba-reviewa khona i-case ngaba ngakubona engathi umumo sumi kahle akusela uqokozela sebengakukhupha. Abanye babevalelwa ama-30 days ezitokisini, abanye aphonga ukuthathwa. Umdala laba bemthatha engakahambi ayevalelwe eGrey nge-weekend angazayenza ama-activities. So yi-purpose ye-detention ngeke kutsho ukuthi babehlezi kwangasiyo ntando yabo, babe-remova influence. Okunye enza kutsho mayelana like 6 authentic movements lezana enza ku-emphasize ngicizelela lokho okukhulunyweyo. Izanu yeyabusayo phakathi kwama-fake movements lana i-PAC, Swano, FNLA, le-United babekusem-sibaya le Khorimu eMozambique. Ezinye zonke lezi zabuza lizibuza ukuthi kanti kuyini ama-results akhona ayabonakala. Sesiya ku-50 years lokhu kunganalutho, but lezane iFrelimo ingene ku-civil war, iyangola ingene ku-civil war. Lamhla lina lapha eZimbabwe ligijima lisiye eMozambique lisiyadinga imisebenzi lithi sokuvuthiwe, okunye abalanda amabheli, okunye ngokulanda sokunomehluko. So liyabona ukuthi umbuso lwana kayisikho kwabo, kuvele kakukho le looting le ingalimangalisi, vele babengazimiselanga ukubusa. I-preparations ezazenziwe iZAPU yayi-prepare wonke ama-departments, kungaba yi-Air Force, kungaba i-civil administration, immigration, i-police, ikonteli bala ukhona okunye usivako obebalwe ukuthi bathi befike eZambia eqeda iCambridge ku-certificate bahanjiswa kwe-training college eZambia epolice, bathi bevela ngalo bayangena ku-intelligence, anti vele i-police dealer lama-civilian authorities lokuba nayi-law and order. So yikho kumele likwazi khona ukuthi njalo lingananzelela kuthiwa unity izanu ke ngathi kuba bekuyistability okuthile. Khangelani sisukufa kwe-crop of iZAPU labantu labana ukuthi i-chaos yakhona injani. Same le opposition, abantu akade be-prominent lapha ungabananzelela uDulini, uPaul Thembanyathi, oMzila, labanye nje abeZAPU aba-prominent at the beginning. Bathe kuphihlika lapha khangelani ukuthi kwenzakalani. Ngizama uku-emphasize ukuthi iZAPU has been an institution eyayile order. I-order yakhona abayi-disruptayo bona bazi-disrupta bona ngokwabo.
Idolobha khona phakathi kwethu mbone ama-members of parliament, mbone ubaba uMoyo ukhona eNkulumane, sibonile le statement asibhalileyo phendulana lalwana uGaru ngendaba yenkosi uBulelani. Siyabonga honorable. Bakithi ilizwe libongiwe lonke esihleleni sokufika namhlanje kumbuthano i-lecture yethu iphelela lapha yanamhlanje.
Sikhothamise namakhanda, siyabonga baba osezulwini, siyakudumisa ngale ekuseni ngemva kokudla okuhle kangaka esithe sakuthola. Sifundile, sinanzelela njalo ukuthi isikhathi yiso esibe silutshwana. Kungumkhuleko wami namhlanje kuseni ukuthi ungadala amathuba nje abe manengi, sicazulule imbali yethu, sithinte wonke amaqhawe, sengitsho lamaqhawe ngomama singawalibali. Othandekayo sokungathi ingxoxo yonke le ingabi nje ingxoxo, kodwa ibe ingxoxo ezashepa ama-perceptions ethu njengesizwe, sibe sesisakha leli lizwe along that model. uNkulunkulu othandekayo, siyayibonga imbali ilegacy kaZiyaphapha, sokungathi Thixo umoya wakhe ungagcwala ebantwaneni, ugcwale lasebadaleni abakhona, sishepe leli lizwe in the line yomnakano wakhe. Ngoba siyazibuza thina abanye ukuthi kambe ngawaphila kwaze kwafika lesi sikhathi, yona leli lizwe belingaba lilokalile lesi simo eliyiso sona na. Sizibuze njalo ukuthi ngabe salandela i-ideology yakhe, ngabe we would be in such a mess as a nation. Umkhuleko wami ke nxa sisehlukana ukuthi vusa abanye oJason phakathi kwethu abazaqhuba le imbali, abazaqhuba lo msebenzi besiya phambili. Ngegama likaJesu ngiyakhuleka, amen.